Bodybags, where heart lies.
What up, Bodybags? I'm in a different room. My room's getting recarpeted and all that, so I'm not in the normal room with all my posters and memorabilia and all that. So the background's will be a little bland, which I apologize for that. But it was my turn to pick the week that we all reviewed here on Bodybags, and I decided to pick a shot on video week because it's one of my favorite subgenres of horror movies, and there's not a whole lot. And I think from the history of Bodybags channel, there's only been like 1 week of SOV titles. So, and they were the average ones that I saw. Like I think Black Devil Doll from Hell and Tales from the Quadad Zone and stuff were reviewed at that time. But I figured the main reason I wanted to pick the SOV week though is because I have a bunch I'm trying to watch, get out of the way. One of them here, which I'll review now, is The Secret Life of Jeffrey Dahmer. And yeah, I didn't know anything about this film before I picked it up. And Intervision, though, is probably top 2 favorite labels of all time. It's off-brand of Severin, and they do a lot of SOV, real ultra-low budget movies. And they put out a lot of gems, though. Like, they just recently released Beyond the Seventh Door. They put out Things and Sledgehammer, and just really good titles. But anyways, this is an older one that it was just recommended on Amazon when I purchased a lot of Intervision titles. It was like if you like this, you'll like this. So I picked it up because I like serial killer movies too and stuff like that. But basically this is from '93, and like I said, it's shot on video, so the film grade looks really bad. But well, I mean, what do you expect from something like that? But I just now read this on the back, and I didn't realize that watching this. But the guy who plays Jeffrey Dahmer in this is Carl Crew, and he's one of the killer brothers in a Blood Diner too. So that's really cool to know. I didn't know that till just now. But anyways, this basically follows Jeffrey Dahmer. I think it starts in like 86, 87. And he's living with his grandma or whatever, and it's just basically he picks up these dudes, brings them back, and kills them. And it's basically the whole movie. Like he goes to a bar, picks up this dude, brings him back, drugs him, and then it kills him. But it's not like a real gory kill or nothing like that, because real low budget. Like it'll show him with an axe, and then it'll cut away or whatever, or something like that. But then, like quarter of the movie is him at his grandma's house. Then after that, it has a little blurb that says, "Oh, from 1987, this time he lived his grandma, killed 4 people." And then it shows him, he gets his own apartment, and basically the same exact thing happens from there. He just picks up all these dudes, kills them, except he gets more brutal with it. Like there's one part of the story, I don't know if it's true, but I guess he was like drilling into these people's heads, like trying to pour some kind of acid in there to make him like a zombified like slave or something. It's really weird in this movie. I don't know if I've never heard that with the real Jeffrey Dahmer, so who knows. But anyways, yeah, that's basically the whole movie in a nutshell. Just picks up dude, kills him, rinse and repeat. So it does get a little kind of not boring because it still has 90s vibe to it. Like there's a lot of acid wash jeans, a lot of high top. Everyone's wearing high top Reeboks and stuff, and yeah, I mean that's basically the gist of it. I mean, there's not really much to it, but one thing I gotta say is though I really did enjoy it. There's just something about SOV titles in the '90s that I really like, and the fact that it's Jeffrey Dahmer, and there are some decent gore effects. Like there on the cover, you can't really tell, but in that scene, he's like just got done boiling one of his victims' heads, so there he's like holding the head and stuff, but. This movie like shows him as like a sympathetic character. Like he almost makes you want to feel bad for him and stuff. But so it's kind of weird in that sense. But yeah, Carl Crew's performance as Jeffrey Dahmer is definitely the highlight of the film. He's actually really good playing this character. Although one thing I gotta say is I think he was a lot more like ripped than the actual Jeffrey Dahmer was, and from stuff I've seen of Jeffrey Dahmer, you always wear glasses and stuff, and he don't wear glasses at all in this. And also, I don't know if the real Jeffrey Dahmer had this, but Carl Crew in this movie, every shirt he wears has like skulls, like a death metal band. I think in one or two scenes he's wearing a She Devil on Wheels shirt and stuff. And I don't know if, I don't know, I don't know if the real Jeffrey Dahmer would have wore stuff like that because it seemed like too almost in your face, like wink, wink. It's I don't know, but like I said, this is 99 minutes. If you're trying to look for like an SOV, just film just to watch, for $10 or $11, you find this on Amazon. You can't go wrong. I mean, it's fun. I'll pop it in a few times in the future. It was just real fun. It reminded me of like something you'd see on TV in the early 90s, like a made-for-TV thing, or like in high school where everything like the hygiene tape videos and stuff like that, and the traffic videos. It has that kind of quality. And in my opinion, Intervision's just a really cool label to collect. You know what I mean? All the cases are white. It's just they all have that faded VHS look to them. They release so much good stuff. And I gotta say though, if you're gonna pick up one Burning Moon or one Intervision title, make it Burning Moon. I mean, that's the best SOV title I've seen. I think I don't know, Andrew Schroyer or someone on the Bodybags this week is going to review that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that review because I love hearing about that. And also, what is it? 22 Shots of Horror. Little plug for them. They have a SOV episode. If you like the reviews of these SOV titles, they have a SOV themed episode where they reviewed Dark Harvest and Burning Moon. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, definitely check out Secret Life Jeffrey Dahmer. It's a shame Carl Crew's career never picked up after this. And before I do go, though, a little background information I read about this movie is Carl Crew, I guess, was the driving force behind this movie. He like went to all the studios and stuff, tried to get him to pick it up, and he wanted to be the first Jeffrey Dahmer film. Like he was already writing the screenplay and all that while the murders were going on, and all the studios basically turned him down because it was still fresh. It was still studios didn't want to do it basically because they didn't want to offend anybody and all that. But Carl Crew basically got a certain amount of money together, all the casting, friends, and he got someone else to direct it, but he was creative process throughout everything else. And supposedly he uh, did this to kind of showcase his talents and the characters he can play. So it is a shame his career never took off after making this. But yeah, can't go wrong with this movie. Definitely check this out and anything else Intervision releases. They come out with just gems. But anyways, guys, peace.